My name is Ilex, and I'm a fire dancer, circus performer, and I co-produce Circus Church. I like to say that I'm second in command. Ms. Chaos is the one who does all the top-notch stuff, but that leaves everything else in my hands. So, like writing lineups, helping set up lineups, getting every promo up and written, going on to different sites and putting in our invites and putting our events on all the pages, doing all the promo, performing, of course, and I host Confessions. It's a debaucherous game that we do. Confessions is fun. We hand out little slips of paper to everybody, and they will write in their confessions. The audience members, our performers, and it's all anonymous. So then we pick our favorite ones, and we go on stage and reread them. Usually they're pretty obscure. My most favorite is when they talk about fucking David D. Daniels. He's one of our co-host clowns, and it's hilarious. Well, we often get together and have a little meeting and say, these are the performers that have reached out to us, and these are the spaces we have. What can we get to bring a variety in? Because, we'll have some burlesque dancers and then some circus kids that we know what they're going to do. But then we like to bring in extra pieces like a live musician or a drag performer, for example. We really try to reach out to the LGBTQ community. I'm a trans male, so that's, my community. We want to create a safe space for everybody, but we're all inclusive and, body positive, sex positive. So it doesn't matter, we're not going to try to find somebody who fits the perfect mold of a perfect human because that doesn't exist. We love everybody and we just kind of celebrate sexuality and beauty, and we want to bring different varieties of people in to perform and do their thing. I do different performance pieces. I really like the theatrics of it. So some of it's fire and some of it's LED. I do multiple props like Diabolo, which is Chinese yo-yo, Poi, which is 2 balls tethered to strings, and double staffs, 2 small staffs. Juggling, I'm not the best juggler, but I can juggle a little bit. And clowning, so it's like I'll take different characters and kind of create a piece with the props. An Easter show, I did a Jesus piece, and I've done some bio drag ones, which are basically me dressed as a female. We have plenty of wigs around here in our costume selection, so I'll pick a wig and pick a character, and it's like basically cross-dressing and just fun little characters I'll do. I'm also a traveler. I've been to Asia. I taught circus at a school in northern Thailand. It was just like a substitute position teaching beginning poi and fire dancing. So I taught them some basics, taught them fire safety, and then worked with some of the kids that were ready to burn, and they did their first virgin burn. So that was pretty cool. I recently also got back from Denver, Colorado. I was in the International Queer Burlesque Festival. It was a whole bunch of people basically coming from all over the world and gathering in Denver, and it was a 4-day festival, and I got to be in the opening Thursday kickoff show, so I was really excited about that. And I did my drag piece there, so it was like a cross-dressing bio drag queen thing, and it was really fun. I recently got back from Costa Rica, and one thing I love to do whenever I leave the country is I love to find the circus. I went and I found Fair Cambodian Circus in Cambodia, and they have such a fascinating story. Look them up, Fair Cambodia Circus. They're awesome. I also saw Portugal Circus. It was a traveling circus that I saw in Costa Rica probably a month ago or so. And they're really cool. I love to see the different circuses in different places, and I love to support it no matter what. So I'm transgender. If you haven't met a transgender person before, now you have. I've been on hormones for a little over a year. I take weekly injections into my thigh. It's intermuscular, and it's testosterone. So my voice has gotten lower. I got some facial hair coming in. My bone density is thicker. All of those things. Sex drive up the roof. Woohoo. So I'm trans, and I'm pretty public about it. I've documented my transition through YouTube videos. I talk about it on stage, and I'm just so grateful that I live in a community in Portland, Oregon, that is so open-minded and awesome and supportive, because I feel like I really blossomed. For the longest time, it was like I was a 12-year-old boy waiting to just grow into a man, fighting growing into a woman or whatever. Like, that just wasn't right. And then when I found my community and found, I found out the person that I am and identified with that, it was like the missing puzzle piece to my life, you know what I mean? And I can actually see myself living a full life. Before it was like I wasn't living. I was just kind of watching myself from afar, wondering what the fuck was going on. And so it's a really cool piece to my life because, I mean, had I not had the community of open-minded, awesome people to help me experiment with gender and my fluidity and being supportive, I don't think that it would be as easy as it was for me to be able to just jump in full force and find what was right for me. So I'm immensely grateful for the community here. So Circus Church in Portland, Oregon, we're the fourth Sunday of the month at Funhouse Lounge. That's Southeast Portland on 11th and Division and it's a clown bar. So they got a really cool clown room, and you can go in and see all the old-fashioned clown paintings. And Funhouse Lounge, Circus Church.
Cutting loose, he's drinking juice.